I have some new paints from Deep Light, so I thought I would swatch them out with you. These are from their Velvet palette set. They are a set of 5 with one special edition. All of their paints come with this lovely little leaflet which explains a little bit about how they were made and how to get the maximum use out of them. I'll come back to that later. So here we have the set of 6 paints which I'm going to activate with water. Because the paints are handmade, Deep Light recommend that you do this to get the maximum benefit out of them. We're going to start off with Strawberry Moon. Now please don't be fooled by this rather, dare I say it, dull looking colour, because when it dries down, special things happen. We're looking at a sort of greyish pinky tone here. When it's wet, notice that I'm adding a lot of water to the mix. Because these paints are handmade, it really is important that you add a lot of water. I've set it aside and we're going to come back to it later when it dries down because something special happens. Next up we have Eternity. This is a dual granulation colour and you can see here in the palette that the colours are already beginning to separate. You see a brown, you see a green and you see a little bit of blue there. I'm adding it to the watercolour paper using my mop brush. I want to get the maximum benefit of this granulation, so I'm adding plenty of water to this colour. With all of these colours today, I'm going to set them aside and let them dry down because when you see the colours in their dry form, you will notice the difference from wet to dry. Now it all makes sense, so stick with me until the end. That granulation is there, so you need to keep mixing it in the palette when you're using this colour. A stunning green tone, but we'll come back to that a little bit later. Next up, we have Velvet. Okay, this is a browny tone, and to my eye, this is kind of on the, I guess on the cool tone, on the cool shade. This is a lovely brown tone, but again, we have a granulation here that we'll need to set aside and let it dry to get the most out of this colour. In their leaflet, Deep Light say, if a colour has been asleep, like Sleeping Beauty, for 100 years, it may need more than wake up for a session. Isn't that just beautiful? I love the poetic way that Deep Light talk about their paints. Honestly, they are so magical. But this gave me a surprise. This is Milky Way, and on first glance it appears to be a browny red tone. But again, the magic is happening with the water that you add, and so we have to be patient and let it dry down. This colour is a gorgeous granulating deep reddy brown shade that reminds me a little bit of a darker colour, a darker version of say a Potter's Pink, or a lighter colour or a lighter version of Caput Mortem. I do feel that this doesn't really give it justice. It's more of a burgundy tone in the dry down, but this is it when it's wet, so we'll look at that a bit later once we get that dry down. Next up we have Venus. This is a really lovely kind of dark mustardy tone, and again we get the benefit of this once it dries down. So I'm going to be adding plenty of water, as you can see, and I'm stretching out the paint on the watercolour paper, trying to get a granulation, trying to get a variation in the wash from dark through to light. This will give us a better idea of how that colour is going to perform when we use it within our paintings. Okay, so this is Venus. I'm showing you it nice and close so you can see that granulation. How stunning. Now this is Iris. This is a special member of the team today. Deep Light have included this, and they say that it is inspired by the dark velvet flower in our garden and named after the goddess of the rainbow. Iris is not meant for everyone, and this colour prefers to stay hidden, revealed only to our closest friends. Use it gently in small doses. With months of time and many moments of use, it may shift and reveal new shades, a secret for only those trust in its magic. How beautiful is that? So we see here another browny tone, but I can already see when I'm applying the colour, those colour shifts. I'm going to experiment a little bit with this one and see how it goes when I'm leaving it in the sunshine. See how fugitive it is and whether that colour shift happens in real life. I'd like to see for myself. In the meantime, we're going to let these dry and come back to them. I'm going to show you once they have dried down to see the true magic of these beautiful shades from Deep Light. We'll begin here by Strawberry Moon. This rather banal looking colour to begin with. Just look at that pink sparkle in that paint. It's so magical and so beautiful. I wonder what I would paint with this. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. Give me your suggestions, because this is something I would really want to use in my painting. If you've got any suggestions, you never know, we may make a video with this colour. This is Milky Way, and we've still got this beautiful granulation going on, as you can see. When we look at the colour from light through to dark and its magical transformation, you can see the little flecks of brown and grey. It's so gorgeous. That's to my eye. I can see bits of grey in there, and how stunning does that look. It's still a little bit damp on the end, as you can see, but here we have eternity. My eye sees something like the sand and the sea. When you're looking at the top, we see almost like a seaweed green colour with a little bit of teal going on, along with the golden flecks of sand. That's what it's saying to me. But there's no doubt, whatever you're seeing, there are the dual granulation tones that show magic. And we've got this very pale colour on the end where we've added all that water. It almost looks like I said, a deep sea green of something that looks really magical. What would you use that one for, I wonder? And Venus, this gorgeous glowing golden colour, just stunning. Again, let me know in the comments what you would use each of these colours for, because I may well make a video, and I'm always open to suggestions. It suddenly occurred to me that I didn't introduce myself. My name is Ray. Every week I create brand new tutorials here on YouTube. If that's your thing, consider subscribing, and I'll meet you here every week along with 4 tutorials. Again, this is the iris. This is the one that Deep Light say is a very changeable colour, so I'll be interested to find out what happens to this as time goes on. Maybe the colour changes as it ages on the paper, but in any event, it's a stunning colour. I do hope you've enjoyed my swatching video today. I will link all of the paints in the description box underneath, along with a discount code if you'd like to treat yourself. You can use that for all of their watercolours. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you have liked this video, could you hit the like button? I'd really appreciate it. See you soon.